congregation in Syokimau in Machakos Diocese. The Holy Eucharist will be celebrated at St. Veronica Catholic Parish in Syokimau, and thereafter the reception will be held at Notre Dame School.
This event will be live on Capuchin TV and across all our social media platforms.
As we celebrate 175 years of our founding, we invite young women who are Catholics to consider joining us as Sisters of Notre Dame, to be a witness to God's goodness and His provident care to the Church and the world at large.
Let us gather as one family of Christ to celebrate, to give thanks, and to walk forward as pilgrims of gratitude and hope. Keep watching Capuchin TV, your staunchly Catholic identity channel.
Amkeni tushereke, tumshukuru Mungu wetu. Ni jubilei, jubilei, ni shangwe kuu. Amkeni tushereke, tumshukuru Mungu wetu. Kwa pamoja
Good evening and welcome to the Catholic Focus. I'm Sasha Elizabeth, joined by my co-anchor Jane Mbaya on sign language interpretation. Happy Jamhuri Day, and in this bulletin we bring you stories that celebrate our nation, our faith and our communities, from Kenya's Republic Day celebrations and the first ever KJCEA results to Pope Leo XIV marking a century of Christian archaeology, life skills training for coast girls and major development milestones in Murang'a and Malava. Stay with us as we take you through the latest in faith, education and community empowerment. Today we start off here at home that today, December the 12th, 2025, Kenya marks 62 years of independence from British colonial rule with celebrations across the country. The national festivities were led by President William Ruto, accompanied by his deputy Professor Kithure Kindiki, as well as President Nana Akufo-Addo of Ghana and other senior leaders from government and civil society. The event commemorates Kenya's journey since gaining self-rule and reflects on the progress achieved while looking forward to the nation's continued growth and unity. Take a look.
We honor them and pray that their souls will rest in decent accommodation as more traders conduct their business in dignified settings. From 490 billion in 2021 to 700 billion this financial year, and expanded science, technology, engineering, mathematics education. But to power our first world strategic human capital requirements, we must and will raise the National Research Fund from the current 0.8% to the requisite 2% of GDP. This is not, ladies and gentlemen, spending or social spending.
Imefuata zikiwa ni helikopta za kuongeza nguvu kwa wanajeshi wanaopigana ardhini na pia kwenye fuo za bahari huweza kushambulia ngome fiche za adui, hivyo basi kusababisha na pia kufuatilia hatua zozote za adui. Tunafungiwa Mheshimiwa Rais maonyesho ya ndege leo hii, ndege aina ya Yui ikiwa imebeba bango na MD530 kutoka jeshi letu la nchi kavu, zikiwa ni helikopta za mashambulizi leo hii kutoka jeshi letu la nchi kavu, zikiwa ni Kenya Army Corps of Aviation. Basi Mheshimiwa Rais,
na huo ndio
Indeed, God bless Kenya and all Kenyans. And as the country marks 62 years of independence, it is just a reminder to us not only that we had the struggles to overcome back then, our forefathers had too, but also of the ongoing journey towards unity, progress, as well as inclusive growth for every Kenyan. And we wish you all a happy Jamhuri Day from the Capuchin TV team. Moving forward now from here, let's head now to the heart of the Catholic faith. Pope Leo XIV has urged students and scholars to embrace cultural diplomacy as a bridge for Christian unity, as the Pontifical Institute for Christian Archaeology marks its centenary. During the celebrations in Rome yesterday, the Holy Father highlighted the Institute's long-standing mission, preserving the roots of early Christianity and safeguarding Europe's Christian heritage. He called on the academic community to use this legacy not only for research, but as a living tool for dialogue, cooperation, and deeper understanding among Christians worldwide. The Cabinet Secretary for Education released the first ever Kenya Junior School Education Assessment results yesterday, a major milestone in the rollout of competency-based education. Releasing the results at Mitihani House in Nairobi, Education CS Julius Migos Ogamba said the assessment will guide the transition of learners into senior school, marking the inaugural move to grade 10 next year. A total of 1,130,459 learners sat the assessment, 578,630 boys and 551,829 girls, accounting for 51% and 48% respectively. And as the Ministry of Education begins placing learners to schools based on their performance, they are expected to report on the 12th of January 2025. The CS, flanked by top sector officials, underscored the significance of this first KJCEA cycle.
As we mark the successful completion of the first cohort of the competency-based education learners from junior school. This is a milestone that ushers in significant transformation as we continue to progressively implement the competency-based education system. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are releasing the 2025 KJCEA results for 1,130,459 learners, all of whom will be placed in appropriate pathways at senior school to lay the foundation for the pursuit of careers of their choice. Of the 1,130,459 learners who sat the 2025 KJCEA, 578,630 were male, while 551,829 were female, representing 51.19% and 48.81% of the total learners, respectively. The next important step is the placement and transition of learners to senior school. Learners will be placed to senior schools based on their performance and selected pathways. In line with the recommendations of the Presidential Working Party on Education Reform, The assessment of learners at grade 9 comprised 20% from the Kenya Primary School Education Assessment, 20% from the school-based assessment in grade 7 and 8, and 60% summative evaluation at grade 9. This summative evaluation is the KJSEA. The placement exercise will start next week and is expected to be completed by the 20th of December 2025. Grade 10 learners will be expected to report to their respective senior schools starting from the 12th of January 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, to foster access to basic education, the government will continue to provide capitation at the approved rate of 22,244 per learner per year in senior school. At the same time, we wish to emphasize, for the avoidance of doubt, that there has not been any revision of boarding fees or any other fees payable by learners in our schools.
Well, we wish all the learners the very best as they prepare to transition to the next phase of competency-based education, as we also look forward to seeing them thrive in senior school. Girls and women along the coast are gaining vital life skills thanks to a new training initiative by the Resource Center for Women and Girls. The sessions conducted in Makupa, Mombasa County and Kilifi County teach participants how to set personal boundaries, understand and give consent, and seek permission in various situations. According to team member Rosa Kinyi, the NGO's work extends across the country, offering practical guidance that promotes safety, confidence, and informed decision-making for girls and women.
Naitwa Wilfred Shibiti kutoka Mombasa. Nime-attend hii meeting ya Resource Center for Girls and Women, and I've learned that being respecting someone's boundaries is very important. The same way you want someone to respect your boundary.
My name is Lavenda Malkia Mambembe. I'm a Resource Center beneficiary. Resource Center is basically RCWG. It is an organization that was formed through sisterhood. Different girls came together and formed this organization, and we help girls to be able to use their voice, to be able to network together, to be able to socialize, and we also learn different things around us. So basically today we had a meeting with the girls, and I am a sisterhood. I connected with Akini na nimetoka county la Machakos. Resource Center for Women and Girls is an non-governmental organization, again based in Machakos, Kenya. What we do with girls is we access them with critical information to enable them to make informed choices and decisions. So tumefanya kazi na wasichana wengi Kenya nzima. Kila county naweza sema nikijiaminia tuko na wasichana wamepitia mikono zetu.
Through interactive hands-on lessons, the Resource Center aims to empower girls along the coast to make confident, safe and informed choices in their daily lives. Quite a commendable step and initiative right there at a time when girls still grapple with so many challenges. Elsewhere, newly elected Malava Member of Parliament David Ndakwa has pledged to complete all development projects left behind by the late MP Malulu Injendi. Ndakwa, who officially reported to the Malava constituency offices for the first time since his swearing in, has also urged parents to begin filling out bursary application forms as the constituency prepares to roll out its education support program. Our reporter, John Bajer, has more.
A fresh chapter begins in Malava as David Ndakwa, the constituency's newly elected MP, walks into the very office once occupied by the late Malulu Injendi, a symbolic handover of duty and a promise of continuity. Before setting foot inside, a prayer service ushers him in clergy. Officials and residents gathered to officially welcome the new legislator and bless the journey ahead. Addressing residents and staff shortly after settling in, Ndwaka assured the people of Malava that every project initiated by his predecessor will be completed, from infrastructure to social programs, pledging a leadership style echoed on conclusion, not political divides.
Kuna zile miradi mheshimiwa alikuwa ameanza, lazima tujue umezifikisha wapi na tutamaliza namna gani, ili tusiwache chochote nyuma chenye kinatakana kishughulikiwe kwa wakati huu.
He urged parents to begin filing out bursary application forms, signaling the constituency's readiness to roll out its education support program, one of the Malava's most relied upon lifeline for vulnerable learners.
Mambo ya masomo ndio tunataka tuanze nayo. Kwa nimeongea na manager hapa, bursary forms naanza kupeanwa. Hata mimi mwenyewe nitapeana bursary forms. Ziko na ma chiefs, ziko na ma principals wa ma schools. Watu waende wachukue na warudishe hizo forms kwa hao ma chiefs na principals, na nimepeana mpaka tarehe 31 January. Muda ni mrefu sana. Mtu aseme amebaki nje. Na tutahakikisha kutengeneza model mzuri kabisa yenye nitaform panel ya elimu kujua kwamba tutafanya namna gani ili bursary ifikie kila mtu kwa njia inayoeleweka.
His message to constituency's office staff and a renewed commitment to efficient service delivery.
Ni shukrani kwa kupatiwa nafasi na watu wa Malava ili niwawakilisha kwa bunge. Na mimi nawahakikishia kwamba kura tulienda tukapika. Kura iko na demokrasia. Kura iko na mapenzi kivyake. Na kura ni right ya mtu kufanya ile kitu anataka kufanya. Kura ni asiri. Kuna wale hawakunipigia kura na kuna wale walinipigia kura. Mimi nataka kuhakikisha kwamba sikujua mwenye alinipigia kura kwa sababu ilikuwa ya siri, na sikujua mwenye hakunipigia kura. Mimi watu wote wa Malava, kwa sababu wako kwa mipaka ya Malava, nitawafanyia kazi. Na sitaangalia mwenye hakunipigia kura nisimpatie nafasi kwangu ili nimsikize. Kwa hivyo kura imepaki nyuma, saa hii ni kwenda mbele. Tuko na muda mfupi sana wa kufanya kazi. Saa hii ni kazi, 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 kazi. Mesa imejaa sana.
Mdwaka clinched victory in the November 27th by-election, defeating his closest contender, Seth Panyako. A win he says comes with the responsibility to honor the legacy of the late Ijendi, while steering Malava forward. Reporting for Capuchin TV, Catholic Focus, I'm John Beja.
From Malava, let's now shift the focus to Murang'a County, where construction has officially begun on the 800 million shillings Mumbi Modern Stadium in Murang'a, a key step in the national government's plan to expand sports infrastructure and nurture youth talent. Sports CS Salim Vuria confirmed the stadium will occupy 7 acres and include a standard football pitch, an 8-lane tartan running track, changing rooms, VIP pavilions, parking and holding rooms. Auxiliary pitches for the volleyball, handball, basketball and netball will also be added. The facility, slated for completion within a year, aligns with the government's vision to strengthen sports development nationwide and provide direct benefits to Murang'a youth through employment and skill building. The project is a part of a broader sports development plan in Murang'a County, which includes a 10,000-seater Gakoigo Stadium, a 5,000-seater Cargo Stadium, and Kangema, and 2 sports academies in Mirira and Kabati.
Akanipatia agizo rasmi tujenge hapa Mumbi Stadium ambayo itagharimu milioni 800 kwa mashabiki 10,000. Kwa hivyo leo tumekuja hapa rasmi, rais amenituma rasmi kuja kuanzisha. Yule mkandarasi Jambo la kwanza, aajiri vijana wa hapa. Jambo la pili, tunataka kazi hii ifanywe kwa muda mfupi zaidi, kwa sababu mimi ninaelewa tuna uwezo wa kujenga hii kiwanja na kukamilisha hata kabla ya muda wa kandarasi hiyo kukamilika.
Zile developments ambazo ziko Murang'a si zote ambazo tunaweza fanya kama county government, kwani itamaanisha tuache kufanya mambo mengine, tuingie pesa zote tuzipeleke kwa one project. Basi zingine inabidi to lobby national government.
Sports ni devolved function. Huyo uwanja ni wa county government. So lazima tuwe na partnership, collaborations between the county and the national government, ili hii uwanja uweze kuendelea. So tunakushukuru sana Your Excellency Governor, sababu umekubalia the national government to partner with you ili tuweze kuaccomplish hii vision ya huu uwanja. Tumekubaliana na Mobicals, wametupatia 2 acres, eka 2 pande ile. Na sisi tukakubaliana tutawafanyia perimeter wall across the school. So tutajenga perimeter wall shule yote. Tena tunawachekea uwanja mwingine, maana mahali walikuwa wanacheza wao wasichana wetu, sisi tumeweza kuchukua. Ile contract ambayo tumepeana ni ya mwaka mmoja, na ile uwanja itajengwa hapa ni international standard, ambapo timu ya FIFA, timu ile imekuwa qualified by FIFA, by World Athletics or Athletics Kenya, the rugby team, wote wanaweza chezea hapa. So going forward, tutakuwa tunaona timu ambazo zinatoka Nairobi, zinatoka nje ya nchi, na wanaweza kuja kucheza hapa Mobi Ground Murang'a. Sandali ya Murang'a raiwogera na
County and national leaders, joined by locals, expressed optimism that Mumbai Modern Stadium will position Murang'a as a regional hub for sporting excellence, generate new economic opportunities, and host high-profile sports events for years to come. And we hope that this comes to fulfillment very soon. Well, that's all for this edition of Catholic Focus News. From celebrating Kenya's independence to empowering our youth, promoting faith and building communities, these stories are a reminder of the progress, unity and service that continue to shape our nation. Thank you for joining us. I'm Sasha Elizabeth, and on behalf of the sign language interpreter Jane Barrier, we say have a good evening and God bless you.
Keep watching Capuchin TV, your staunchly Catholic identity channel. You are watching Capuchin TV. For any complaints, comments, or compliments on our programming, you can either write to us on info@capuchintv.co.ke, or you can call us directly on 0717 424 866. Your complaint shall be addressed within 7 days. Remember to keep a copy of your communication with us. Keep watching Capuchin TV, your Catholic identity.
Ninakushukuru Baba Mungu wangu kwa mema unayonitendea Baba. Siku zote ninawaza jinsi gani nitalipa nini mimi kwa shukrani. Moyoni mwangu, moyoni mwangu, moyoni mwangu, moyoni
This December and into February 2026, Capuchin TV invites you to a Jubilee of Grace and Thanksgiving. Join Reverend Father Silvanus Kizito Iloka as he celebrates 25 years of faithful priestly service, a silver jubilee marked with joy, prayer, and thanksgiving across 3 sacred altars of worship. The celebrations begin on Sunday, 14th December 2025, at St. Philip's Mukomari Parish in the Diocese of Kakamega. Continues on Monday, 15th December 2025, with a home celebration at Kambiri Sub-Parish. And this journey of grace concludes on Sunday, 22nd February 2026, at Holy Cross Catholic Church, Chani, in the Archdiocese of Mombasa. Each day will begin with the holy sacrifice of the Mass celebrated at 10 a.m. East African Time. Be part of this moment of grace, live on Capuchin TV and streaming across all our social media platforms as we uplift our hearts in thanksgiving and rejoice in God's wondrous works. Wherever you are, join the celebration. Follow, like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel and connect with us on social media to journey with us through these blessed occasions. Keep watching Capuchin TV, your staunchly Catholic identity channel.